This is the match that you made tonight, Haviko. How are you feeling right now?
It's hard to put into words what I'm feeling right now. I mean, I knew this had to happen. I wanted to nip it in the bud, so to speak, before things grew to a level that we couldn't handle. But you know, we handle things internally here in the Fallen Circus, and this is an opportunity to get back on the same page, settle the differences, and may the Fallen Circus get back on top where we belong. Zack Andrews making his way to the ring. Zack Andrews letting out a lot of emotions here tonight, expressing himself in ways that honestly, he's never even said those words to me in the back. I can see it in his eyes. I know the Combat Championship, a singles title, is something that Zack has dreamed about, something he has worked so hard towards, but something that has eluded him his entire career. Inferno, on the other hand, Zack's tag team partner, he's had that singles success.
Well, you know what? I can sympathize with Zack Andrews. Being a bigger guy myself, it gets a little tough because management will always look at the guy who climbs to the top rope and risks his own neck and gives him the opportunities. Zack Andrews is ready for his opportunity, but he seems he's not getting it because Inferno is suicidal.
All right, we're trying to calm things down. Stop stirring the pot, Nolan. Zack Andrews, as much as it may... Sorry to take away Inferno's moment, but Zack Andrews, as much as it may have seemed like he was complaining earlier about the success and opportunities Inferno has had, Zack Andrews has had success in the tag division that Inferno has not. Zack Andrews has held tag gold, something that Inferno has not yet to do.
Well, I'm going to have to give you credit, Haviko, for recognizing, because you've been in denial for weeks. I've been trying to tell you that there was tension between these two. And finally, we're going to see them go head-to-head.
It bubbled to the surface over this weekend. It came out tonight, but as I said, we're going to end this before it begins. We're going to have a match and settle it. This match, I hope they let it all out and we can just move on after this.
You know, I love the Fallen Circus almost as much as you do. I hope you made the right decision.
Again, this is about sportsmanship. This is about two friends who love wrestling and love each other, locking up here. See little friendly games here being played, a little noogie, showing there's no hard feelings. Yes, that may be insulting to some people, but these guys are brothers, and a nice head scissor here by Zack Andrews. These two, Inferno and Zack Andrews, been so busy at the Pro Wrestling Academy since it moved to Victoria. There has been no two pro wrestlers who have been training more in that building than these two. They know each other well, and they've been working hard. I'm excited to see this match. Zack looking for a pin early here, but Inferno kicks out. I appreciate that these two stepped up to this opportunity, or stepped up to this challenge, so to speak, that I laid out for them tonight. Neither man saw this coming, only had a limited amount of time to prepare for this match.
Look at this, Oh, Zack Andrews gave him the head, and he couldn't hold on.
I mean, he baited him in a little bit. Zack Andrews has been at this a little bit longer than Inferno. He knows some tricks. He's been trained by Eddie Osborne, as well as Inferno, but been working under the tutelage of head coach Eddie Osborne a little bit longer. He's seen a lot in his time.
Like you were saying earlier, just playing with each other. Dragon leg screw.
A lot of trust, maybe too much trust at this moment, but I like to see it. I like to see them on the same page in this competition. This is just wrestling. This is what it's about. Competition here. It doesn't need to be hard feelings. Nice headlock back on by Zack Andrews here, going to a wrist. A lot of good fundamental holds here. We're seeing some beautiful chain wrestling from these two. The Fallen Circus not afraid to tie up here. Another wrist lock, this time by Inferno. A little Regal-esque maneuver by Zack, popping Inferno up with a connected monkey flip, but Inferno just dropping, probably coincidentally, onto Zack, and now following up with a double stomp.
right on Zach's head. Zach can be reeling after that one.
Inferno going to where he feels comfortable. That top row. Oh! And going for possibly a big drop kick. We see him throw drop kicks time and time again, but Zack able to step out the way, but gets caught by Inferno and gets caught now with a cannonball in the corner.
A flaming cannonball.
Great balls of fire. Just a 2 here. This match continues.
Looks like he needs another stomp, right?
I commend these two for going for the pinfall early because that's what wrestling is about. Oh!
Inferno called for another stomp, but he didn't get it.
Again, these two know each other well. They're gonna have to maybe come up with some new tricks here to fool each other, but Zack back to the well with that Samoan drop off the ropes. We've seen this before, the sliding clothesline. Inferno not able to get out of the way. Zack with the pin, but out on 2 is Inferno.
Well, these two reading each other like an open book so far.
I mean, I wanted to see this match more than anyone. That's why I got this match made, but Nolan, to be honest, I'm nervous right now. I feel like a father watching their children fight. These two are some of my best friends, and all I want is what's best for them. Now Zack Andrews with a nice senton across Inferno. Inferno still with life left. Zack quickly, though, transitioning into a crossface.
This could be it.
Zack is very skilled and well-versed in the submission game, something that most people underlook in his toolbox. But, wow, Inferno is trapped here.
He's going to tap.
Oh, Inferno managing to roll out and just get Zack in the face or the side shoulder with that kick, making room. That's all he needed is a little space.
Smooth on the part of Inferno.
Zack catching that kick and ducking the enziguri. Again, Zack just showing he's mentally quick here tonight. Has an answer for everything Inferno is throwing at him. European uppercut, but Inferno off the middle rope and follows up with a lariat of his own. Again,
you can see a little bit of, there's friendship there. Zack Andrews didn't give him as much of that uppercut as he should have. He let I almost called him Haviko. These masked guys, they all look the same.
The crowd here just appreciating this match. No traditional yay boo battle we're used to. This is just a contest, a good sportsmanship contest. Ooh, that was, I don't know how sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship. Oh, that was, as both these men have former leg injuries, and the toll is being shown here.
Calling for the line.
Another shot to the leg. This is honestly getting a little hard to watch. I want us all coming out of this looking our best, but I don't want any injuries here.
Zack reading that book again. What we got here?
Inferno with a nice head scissor, sending Zack into the corner turnbuckles here. Zack's got Inferno caught. Oh.
It's a flatliner into the corner.
Oh, Zack going for another senton, but Inferno this time had it scouted. Inferno now, I thought he finally got that drop kick, but Zack catches it and turning him over in cloverleaf submission here. As I said, Zack very well versed in the submission game.
He's got it in deep.
Oh, that's just bending the back of Inferno. Able to roll out here. Oh, he got Zack down to a pin. Nope. Zack rolling Inferno back up. Inferno managed to kick out. This match continues.
That was impressive.
Zack comes charging in, but Inferno with the low bridge, sending this match out onto the floor.
That's not where you want to be, Zack.
No, it's not where I want them to be either. It's dangerous outside that ring. Just a hard floor as Inferno showing his evasive skill set and his high-flying maneuvers, coming out with a suicide dive, taking out Zack Andrews, doing what he has to do.
So this crowd is starting to pick favorites now.
Again, I appreciate the fighting spirit of both these men, but we don't need any more injuries in the Fallen Circus. I'm happy to see Inferno bring this match back in the ring.
Your boy's coming to see you.
What a maneuver, am I right?
The cockiness of Inferno once again. And big spear. That's what you get, Inferno.
Zack keeping his eyes on the prize. I mean, Inferno's always been one to follow in my footsteps, but the commentary role is mine. You focus on the match right now, Inferno.
Well, I'm going to agree with Inferno. What a maneuver. And another one.
And a razor's edge by Zack Andrews. Pulling out some fresh maneuvers here. You don't see that often by the Punk Star. Knowing he can win it here. He's gone for the pin. Instinctively, it's not often you see your tag partner laying on the mat and go to cover him. You're normally trying to help him up, but Zack Andrews here, a little delayed on that pin and giving Inferno the chance to kick out. That I thought was over. Whipping the corner now.
Zack's going to be getting more and more frustrated here.
Inferno looks like he's out on his feet, just wobbling right now.
Zack's calling for the superplex.
Inferno, as I said, normally comfortable on the top rope, but this is not a position he wants to be in.
That's true.
Zack has Inferno hooked up here.
Here it comes.
I'm starting to regret my decision of this match. Oh, raking the back is Inferno. Zack Andrews is down in that tree of woe position. He's trapped here and a double stomp. Possibly through the face of Zack Andrews. Rearranging teeth. Step up double stomp.
He might not have any teeth now.
To the kidneys. Zack is in a world of hurt here. Inferno could be looking for his patented Swanton bomb. He accidentally hit Zack with this last night because he hit him on purpose. Yes, he does. He's got it in the center of the ring, and this match is over. Hopefully the bickering is over. Inferno victorious here tonight in Campbell River.
You better go check on your boy.
Yeah, I think I need.
I hope he's got insurance. Big win for Inferno here. Zack Andrews is surprising. Oh, Zack Andrews still losing it, you know. We're looking to settle whatever tension there was between these two. Inferno's calling for a mic. Oh. Inferno may be cocky, but he's showing maybe a little bit of respect. Ask him for the Fallen Circus music. Handshake and hug, all right.